Hello children, I am Praveen Kant Shukla from Christchurch Convent Higher Secondary School, Gadarwara, and I welcome you in our digital classes. I am here with my subject Business Studies for 12th Commerce. Children, as you know that we are continue with our second unit, that is Principles of Management. Okay, in my previous video I have taught you meaning of Principles of Management and characteristics or nature of Principles of Management. Okay, so let's move on to our next topic, that is significance of Principles of Management. Okay, so I have taken here only 6 points, but in your book there are more than 6, and when you write your notes you must write at least 8 points. Okay, so let's start with our first, that is increase in efficiency. Okay, this is significance of Principles of Management. It means importance of Principles of Management, means why Principles of Management are important for the institution or the organization. Okay, the first point, that is increase in efficiency. Okay, if the work is performed according to the Principles of Management, it increases the efficiency of managers, workers, and laborers. Okay, and on the basis of these principles, work can be performed efficiently, effectively, and we get a very object oriented results. Okay, so efficiency is must for the institution, and it comes after the following of Principles of Management. Okay, so this is our first point. Our next point, that is better understanding. Okay, we are talking about the Principles of Management, and these are the importance of Principles of Management. Okay, so in that point we can say that the better is understanding, okay, is very important for Principles of Management. Okay, why? Because principles are very helpful to develop an understanding to manage the organization. Okay, a manager with better understanding of Principles of Management can do all course of actions that is essential for the business purpose. Okay, the third point, that is fixing responsibilities. Okay, principles are very helpful to set or to fix the responsibilities of every employee in any business enterprises. Okay, every person should know about their responsibility and to whom they have to report. Okay, means responsibilities will be fixed. Okay, the next point, that is direction to the managers. Principles of Management give a direction to managers of any business enterprises to follow the management process in a very better way. Okay, means a business enterprise can be run smoothly, effectively, if the manager is applying the directions given in the Principles of Management. Okay, now come to the next point, that is uh, effective human relationship, relations. Okay, we have studied in our previous chapter that management does not do anything, but it makes the people to do so. Okay, now it is clear that the people are the real important component of management. So management should know about the people and the behavior and their relations. Okay, so this is what the important factor, that is effective of human relations. Okay, the next, that is useful research. The principles of management promotes the research technique to make management more effective. It helps a manager to take decisions in any situation. Okay, so these are the significances of principles of management. As I told you that only 6 points I have given here, but you have to write at least 8 points in your notebook. Okay. The next point we have, that is Fayol's principles of management. Okay, actually different management experts have involved different ways for the development of management. Okay, and from them we are going to discuss here only two management about only two management experts, and these are Henry Fayol and F.W. Taylor. Okay, so first we will try to understand about the principles of management given by Henry Fayol. Okay, so first something about Mr. Henry Fayol. Okay, he was called as the father of principles of management. He was born in 1848 in France, graduated as mining engineering. In 1860, worked as junior executive in a mining and manufacturing company from 1860 to 1892. Okay. In 98, he was appointed as a chief executive there. In 1916, he retired as industrial manager and devoted rest of his life in studying and writing on management principles and practices. Okay, his most popular publication was his book, that is General and Industrial Management. Okay, actually more about Henry Fayol, that when his company was suffering with a very high loss, in that condition he was promoted as general manager. Okay, he was in that post for next 30 years, and during these years he took his company's performance in the remarkable manner. Okay, so this is all about Mr. Henry Fayol. Okay, now next we have Fayol's principles of management. Okay, means Mr. Henry Fayol has given some principles of management after his deep study about the management. And before that, I would like to discuss something with you which I haven't mentioned in my video, but it is there in your book. Okay, so actually Fayol has divided the activities of an industry or institute in 6 parts. Okay, and these 6 parts are: first, that is technical. Technical means work relating to production and manufacturing. Second one, that is commercial. It means functions related to sales, purchase and exchange. The third one, that is financial department. Functions are receipt and the use of the funds. The next one, that is security, means protection of property and the person. The next, that is accounting. It includes the work on the statistical data of the company. The next and the last, that is managerial. And Mr. Henry Fayol stressed much on management and managerial activity. Okay, means he is stressed on the last part of the activity of the management, that is managerial. Okay, he studied management very deeply, and after then he divided or developed his approach of management in three different parts. So now you can see in your screen that these three parts I have mentioned here: managerial qualities and training, general principles of management, elements of management. Okay, so these are the three parts given by Henry Fayol. Okay, so one by one we will discuss on each topic. The first one, that is managerial qualities and training. Okay, so in this way, the first point, that is physical quality, means the manager should have a sound health. Okay, uh, physical quality doesn't mean that the manager should be like means with good like a pahalwan or something like that. It means that a manager should have a sound health and good health. Okay, now next point, that is mental quality. Mental quality means the manager should have an ability to understand, okay, and to learn. Okay, he should be able to find the difference between what is good and what is bad. Okay, the next one, that is moral quality. It means the ability to handle the problems. Okay, and the qualities or abilities which come under it are energy, stability, and loyalty. Means these are the mental qualities of a manager. Okay, and a manager should possess all of these. The next one, that is general educational qualities, means manager should be well qualified to perform management activity. And the last one, that is technical qualities. It means that the management should know about the technicalities which are going on in their workplace. Okay, so this is all about the managerial qualities and training. Okay, the next, that is principles of general principles of management, that we will discuss in our next video. Thank you.